A positive mental attitude is the key to success. Napoleon Hill, these are not just words, they are a doorway, a call to awaken the untapped power that already lives within your mind. In the quiet dawn of our souls, before the world rushes in, there's a stillness where belief begins, a sacred space where success takes root. It's here, in this fragile hour, that we face the shadows of doubt and fear that have long whispered, "You can't." But Hill's wisdom reminds us the mind is not just a container of thoughts, it's the engine of destiny. A positive mental attitude isn't blind optimism, it's a choice, a force, a lens that transforms breakdowns into breakthroughs. Imagine walking through the landscape of your mind, valleys of worry, hills of hesitation, and seeing not obstacles, but opportunity. That's the power of shifting your inner dialogue from "I'm not enough" to "I am becoming." It's not magic, it's mental discipline. And it's the first true step on the path to healing, success, and lasting fulfillment. Because before anything changes outside, something must shift inside. And that shift begins with the attitude you choose to carry. So today, ask yourself not what you fear, but what you believe. Because belief, when aligned with positivity, rewrites the future. A positive mental attitude doesn't demand perfect conditions. It creates them, turning emotional barriers into stepping stones toward achievement. Often, we find ourselves waiting for that elusive, feel-good emotion, believing success will only come when we're fully ready. But this is a myth born from negativity. Excuses like, "I'm not prepared," or "things will never work out," become our companions, fostering inaction and filling our hearts with regret. This false belief stems from a pessimistic mindset that drains our energy, leaving us stagnant when we could be soaring. Indecisiveness follows suit, rooted in fear-based thinking that overanalyzes every potential failure, turning simple choices into overwhelming burdens. Picture someone standing at a crossroads, paralyzed by the shadows of doubt, unable to choose a path because negativity amplifies every risk. Yet, with a positive mental attitude, uncertainty transforms into an exciting challenge, encouraging quick and confident decisions that propel us forward. Fear and uncertainty deepen this paralysis, magnifying our deepest insecurities like a mirror distorting our reflection. Fears of failure, rejection, or inadequacy loom large, amplified by a negative attitude that whispers we're not enough. This leads to inevitable defeat, where potential successes are abandoned before they begin, leaving us in a cycle of what ifs. In contrast, a positive mental attitude counters these fears with self-affirmation and resilience, focusing on positive outcomes rather than threats. It empowers us to take proactive steps, turning fear into a teacher rather than a tyrant. Now, the solution lies in immediate action, where adopting a positive mental attitude ignites the spark of momentum we've been craving. This isn't about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about embracing imperfect steps that build confidence and energy through a feedback loop of progress. Imagine starting a project with a simple positive affirmation, like, "I am capable and ready," transforming hesitation into enthusiastic action. Such moments create a ripple effect, where small actions accumulate into significant achievements, fueled by the warmth of optimism. Building decisiveness becomes possible when we infuse our choices with a positive mindset, using techniques like visualizing success to banish doubt. Positive self-talk acts as a shield, turning "what if I fail" into "what if I succeed," and making firm decisions feel natural and empowering. Practicing that first step is where the magic begins. Commit to a small task right now, like jotting down a goal with an optimistic heart. This initial action, driven by a positive mental attitude, feels empowering rather than overwhelming, setting the stage for sustained progress. Overcoming hesitation and fear requires us to face them head on. With a positive mental attitude, reframing challenges as opportunities for growth. Techniques like gratitude journaling can counteract anxiety, reminding us of our strengths and shifting our perspective from dread to possibility. Positive visualization paints a picture of success in our minds, eroding the barriers of fear and building mental strength with each imagined victory. Action fueled by this attitude moves faster than endless preparation, turning hesitation into bold strides toward our dreams. Learning through failure becomes a vital part of the journey when viewed through the lens of positivity, where setbacks are merely lessons in disguise. Maintaining optimism during tough times fosters resilience, transforming experiences into stepping stones that lead to mastery and success. Think of figures like Napoleon Hill, who turned personal failures into triumphs by embracing a positive mental attitude as his guide. Their stories remind us that every fall is a chance to rise higher, with PMA turning defeat into the fuel for future victories. Cultivating self-discipline emerges as the true key to success, deeply rooted in a positive mental attitude that sustains our efforts over time. This discipline isn't about forcing ourselves through fleeting motivation. It's about focusing on long-term rewards and personal growth with a hopeful heart. A positive mindset makes daily efforts feel purposeful, turning routine tasks into meaningful steps toward our greater vision. Building positive habits aligns perfectly with this attitude, starting with simple practices like beginning the day with affirmations to set a tone of possibility. Set realistic daily goals and reflect on your successes, creating a PMA routine that includes moments of positive meditation followed by disciplined action. Over time, these habits build momentum, making self-discipline a joyful habit rather than a burdensome chore. Developing a clear vision and goals becomes effortless when infused with a positive mental attitude, providing the clarity and enthusiasm needed to move forward. This attitude turns vague aspirations into directed action, fostering a deep belief in our abilities and keeping our focus on progress despite distractions. Without PMA, goals can feel unattainable, but with it, they become beacons of motivation that light our path. Practical methods like using SMART goals, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, gain power when combined with positive affirmations. Visualize your success daily, picturing the joy of achievement, and track your progress with a gratitude log to maintain that positive flow. These steps ensure continuous forward movement, preventing discouragement and turning dreams into reality. As we near the end of this reflection, let's reaffirm the core idea. A positive mental attitude is not just a feel-good concept, but the essential precursor to action and success. It's the foundation that generates motivation and momentum, transforming fear into fuel and hesitation into habit. Throughout our journey, we've seen how PMA shifts our perspective, turning obstacles into opportunities and self-doubt into self-belief. Remember, it's your attitude that determines your altitude, as Zig Ziglar wisely said, guiding you to soar beyond limitations. This isn't about overnight change. It's about embracing small, consistent practices that build a resilient mindset. In the poetry of self-discovery, we've healed the wounds of negativity and uncovered the strength within. Now, it's time to act on this wisdom, letting your positive mental attitude lead the way. I urge you to start today with one small step, like adopting a daily affirmation that resonates with your soul. Tackle that pending task with optimism, feeling the energy of possibility surge through you. Let this be the beginning of your transformation, where every thought plants a seed of success. As you move forward, carry the light of PMA in your heart, knowing it will illuminate even the darkest paths. In the end, success isn't reserved for the lucky few. It's available to anyone who chooses to cultivate a positive mental attitude. Embrace it fully, and watch as your life unfolds like a beautiful story written by your own resilient spirit. Remember, the journey of self-discovery and healing is ongoing, but with PMA as your guide, every chapter will be one of triumph. So, take a deep breath, affirm your worth, and step into the world with renewed purpose. Your positive mental attitude is the key. Unlock the door to your greatest successes. May this reflection inspire you to live with hope, act with courage, and achieve with joy. And as the river of your life flows onward, let positivity be the current that carries you to shores of fulfillment and peace. Let's begin with a powerful truth. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve, as Napoleon Hill wisely stated. This quote isn't just inspiring words. It's the foundation of a positive mental attitude that drives real success. Too often, we find ourselves trapped in negativity, where self-doubt whispers that we're not good enough, or that failure is inevitable. Picture this. You have a goal, like starting a new business, but constant worry holds you back, turning excitement into fear. A negative mental attitude breeds procrastination, making you wait for the perfect moment that never arrives. It's a cycle of hesitation and regret, where pessimism robs you of the energy to take even the smallest step forward. But here's the turning point. You don't have to stay stuck in that mindset. Cultivating a positive mental attitude means shifting your focus from obstacles to opportunities, igniting the spark for action. Why wait for external motivation when your own mindset can be the catalyst for change? Remember, success isn't about feeling ready. It's about choosing to act despite the doubts. Now, let's explore why you're not taking action, even when you know what needs to be done. Many people fall into the trap of waiting for motivation to strike, believing that success only happens when you feel excited or validated. A negative mental attitude fuels this myth, filling your mind with excuses like, I'm not prepared, or this will never work. As a result, days turn into weeks, and opportunities slip away, leaving you with what ifs and regrets. Break free from this by embracing PMA. See every delay as a sign to push forward, not a reason to stop. Indecisiveness is another barrier, often rooted in a pessimistic view that overanalyzes every possible failure. When fear dominates, decisions feel overwhelming, like walking into a storm without a map. But with a positive mental attitude, you reframe uncertainty as an adventure, making choices quickly and confidently. For instance, instead of dwelling on what could go wrong, ask yourself, what exciting possibilities await? Fear and uncertainty amplify a negative mindset, turning simple challenges into insurmountable walls. You might fear rejection or failure, letting these emotions paralyze you and prevent any progress. Yet, PMA changes the game. It builds self-affirmation, reminding you that every setback is temporary and surmountable. Start by affirming, I am capable, and I will succeed, and watch how it melts away the fear. The solution lies in immediate action, powered by a positive mental attitude that turns hesitation into momentum. Don't wait for the perfect conditions. Adopt PMA to take that first imperfect step today. When you act with optimism, even small efforts create a feedback loop of confidence and energy. Imagine starting a project with a positive affirmation, like, I am excited to grow from this, and feeling the resistance fade. Building decisiveness starts with PMA. Practice visualizing success to shift from doubt to determination. Techniques like positive self-talk can help. Tell yourself, I decide now, and I move forward. Practicing, the first step, is key. Commit to one simple task right away, infused with an optimistic mindset. For example, write down a goal and pair it with a positive statement, making it feel empowering rather than daunting. Overcoming hesitation and fear requires PMA to reframe challenges as growth opportunities. Fear loses its grip when you view it through a positive lens, using tools like gratitude journaling to shift your perspective. Positive visualization counters anxiety. Picture yourself succeeding, and suddenly, action feels achievable. Learning through failure becomes a strength with PMA. It's not a dead end, but a vital teacher. Maintain optimism during tough times, and you'll build resilience, turning experiences into valuable lessons. Think of successful figures like Napoleon Hill, who turned failures into stepping stones through unwavering positivity. Each setback is a chance to refine your path, fueled by the belief that you're on the road to mastery. Cultivating self-discipline is where PMA truly shines, as it's the root of sustained effort and success. Self-discipline isn't about forcing yourself through sheer will. It's about a positive mindset that focuses on long-term rewards. With PMA, daily efforts feel purposeful, transforming routine tasks into steps toward your greater goals. Building positive habits starts simple. Begin your day with affirmations to set a tone of optimism and resolve. Create a PMA routine, like spending 5 minutes in positive meditation followed by one disciplined action. Over time, these habits build momentum, making success a natural outcome rather than a distant dream. Developing clear vision and goals thrives under a positive mental attitude, providing the clarity and enthusiasm needed. PMA turns vague aspirations into directed action, fostering belief in your abilities and keeping you focused on progress. Without it, goals feel unattainable. With it, every step forward feels invigorating and achievable. Use practical methods like SMART goals, combined with positive affirmations, to define your path clearly. For instance, set a specific goal and pair it with a statement like, I am confident in my ability to achieve this. Visualize success daily and track your progress with a gratitude log to maintain that positive flow. This approach prevents discouragement, ensuring you stay motivated and on track. In conclusion, a positive mental attitude isn't just a nice idea, it's the essential key that unlocks action and success. Remember, motivation and momentum follow PMA, not the other way around. It transforms fear into fuel, hesitation into habit, and dreams into reality. By embracing PMA, you're choosing to live with optimism, resilience, and proactive energy. Now, it's your turn. Take one small step today, like adopting a daily positive affirmation. Tackle that pending task with an optimistic outlook and feel the difference it makes. As Zig Ziglar said, your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude. Commit to PMA practices and watch how it propels you toward lasting success. Start now. Your future self will thank you for this choice. Remember, every positive thought is a seed for greater achievements. Go forth with PMA as your guide, and success will follow. As Napoleon Hill wisely stated, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve, setting the stage for understanding how a positive mental attitude transforms dreams into reality. In our daily lives, many people grapple with negativity, where self-doubt creeps in like an uninvited shadow, dimming the light of potential success. This negative mental attitude often manifests as constant worry, turning even simple tasks into insurmountable mountains that block the path forward. Self-criticism becomes a harsh inner voice, whispering failures before they've even occurred, trapping us in a cycle of hesitation and regret. Pessimism colors our perceptions, making opportunities seem like threats rather than gateways to growth and achievement. The result is mental stagnation, where knowing what to do feels worlds away from actually doing it, leaving goals unfulfilled and dreams deferred. But here's the turning point. Cultivating a positive mental attitude isn't about ignoring challenges. It's about reframing them as stepping stones to success. Why wait for external motivation when PMA empowers you from within? shifting your focus from obstacles to the endless possibilities ahead. This change in mindset breaks the chains of inaction, turning emotional barriers into fuel that propels you toward your aspirations. Remember, success doesn't demand perfect conditions. It thrives on the resilience that PMA provides, making every step feel achievable and worthwhile. Now, let's explore why you're not taking action, starting with the myth that you need to feel motivated first. Too often, a negative mental attitude convinces us that success requires a constant, feel good state, leading to excuses like, I'm not ready yet. This belief perpetuates inaction as we wait for the perfect moment that never arrives, allowing regret to build like dust on unused tools. External validation becomes a crutch, where we seek approval before moving forward. But PMA teaches us that true drive comes from self-belief. Break free from this cycle by embracing PMA, which replaces excuses with enthusiasm and turns someday into today. Indecisiveness is another barrier, fueled by a pessimistic mindset that overanalyzes every potential failure, paralyzing progress. Fear-based thinking makes decisions feel like gambles, where the risks loom larger than the rewards, keeping you stuck in place. With PMA, uncertainty transforms into an exciting challenge, encouraging quick, confident choices that open doors to new opportunities. For example, imagine facing a career change. A negative attitude sees only pitfalls, while PMA envisions growth and fulfillment. By fostering self-affirmation, PMA helps you decide swiftly, turning hesitation into a powerful force for positive change. Deep-seated fears, like the fear of failure or rejection, are amplified by a negative mental attitude, creating a wall of doubt that seems impenetrable. These fears lead to paralysis, where the thought of inadequacy holds you back from even trying, resulting in missed chances and unachieved goals. In contrast, PMA reduces these fears through resilience, focusing on positive outcomes and building the courage to face uncertainties head on. Self-affirmation becomes your shield, reminding you that every setback is temporary and that you're capable of overcoming any obstacle. The solution lies in immediate action, where adopting a positive mental attitude generates the momentum needed to move forward. PMA turns hesitation into enthusiasm, creating a feedback loop where small actions build confidence and energy for bigger strides. For instance, start a project with a positive affirmation like, I am capable and ready, and watch how it overcomes initial resistance. This approach makes action feel empowering, not overwhelming, as each step reinforces your belief in your own abilities. Building decisiveness is key, and PMA equips you with tools like positive self-talk to make clear, firm decisions without delay. Practice visualizing success daily, picturing yourself achieving your goals, which shifts doubt to determination in moments of uncertainty. Remember, the first step is the hardest, but with PMA, it's as simple as committing to a small task right now, like jotting down one goal. This immediate action sets the stage for sustained progress, proving that PMA turns potential into reality through consistent effort. Overcoming hesitation and fear requires facing them directly, and a positive mental attitude erodes these barriers by reframing challenges as opportunities. Techniques like gratitude journaling help counteract anxiety, shifting your focus from what's wrong to what's possible and promising. Positive visualization allows you to picture success vividly, reducing fear's grip and building mental strength with each imagined victory. Action fueled by PMA moves faster than endless preparation, as every step taken builds resilience and diminishes hesitation over time. Learning through failure is essential, and when viewed through PMA, it's not a setback, but a vital teacher guiding you toward mastery. Maintaining optimism during tough times fosters resilience, turning experiences into valuable lessons that pave the way to success. Take inspiration from figures like Napoleon Hill, who turned personal failures into stepping stones through unwavering positive thinking. With PMA, each failure becomes a chapter in your story of growth, not an endpoint that defines your limits. Cultivating self-discipline is where PMA truly shines, as it's the root that sustains effort beyond fleeting emotions. A positive mindset keeps discipline alive by focusing on long-term rewards, making daily efforts feel purposeful and rewarding. Without PMA, discipline wanes under pressure, but with it, challenges become chances to build inner strength and achieve more. Start building positive habits that align with PMA, like beginning your day with affirmations to set a tone of optimism and resolve. Set realistic daily goals to maintain momentum, turning routine tasks into steps toward your larger vision of success. Create a PMA routine, such as 5 minutes of positive meditation followed by one disciplined action, to embed these habits deeply. Over time, this practice transforms discipline from a burden into a joyful habit that propels you closer to your dreams. Developing a clear vision and goals is amplified by PMA, providing the clarity and enthusiasm needed to pursue them effectively. A positive attitude turns vague aspirations into directed action, fostering belief in your abilities and maintaining focus on progress. Without PMA, goals feel distant and unattainable, but with it, they become exciting milestones on your path to success. Use practical methods like SMART goals to define your objectives, infusing them with positive affirmations for added motivation. For example, make your goal specific and measurable, then pair it with a daily visualization to keep your energy high. Track your progress with a gratitude log, noting small wins to reinforce PMA and prevent discouragement from creeping in. This combination ensures continuous forward movement, turning ambition into actionable steps that lead to tangible results. Remember, PMA makes the journey enjoyable, not just the destination, by celebrating each achievement along the way. As we wrap up, let's reaffirm that a positive mental attitude is the essential precursor to action and success in every aspect of life. It's not merely a feel-good concept. It's the spark that ignites motivation and builds unstoppable momentum. Throughout this discussion, we've seen how PMA transforms fear into fuel, hesitation into habit, and doubt into determination. By embracing PMA, you unlock the power to overcome any obstacle and achieve your fullest potential. Now, it's your turn to act. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Create it with a single, optimistic step today. For instance, adopt a daily positive affirmation like, I am resilient and capable, and watch how it shifts your mindset. Tackle that pending task with fresh enthusiasm, proving to yourself that PMA turns intentions into accomplishments. Remember, as Zig Ziglar said, your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude. So choose positivity as your guiding force. Commit to ongoing PMA practices, such as journaling or visualization, to sustain your progress and amplify your successes. In doing so, you'll discover that success isn't about luck or talent. It's about the attitude you bring to every challenge. Let this be the day you decide to cultivate PMA, transforming your life one positive thought at a time. Picture yourself thriving, with confidence radiating from within, as you take control of your destiny. Every small victory will build upon the last, creating a ripple effect of achievement and fulfillment. Say goodbye to the old patterns of negativity, and hello to a future where possibilities are endless. You're not alone in this journey. Millions have harnessed PMA to reach extraordinary heights, and you can too. Start now, with a smile and a determined heart, knowing that your positive mental attitude is the key that unlocks success. Embrace the change, feel the empowerment, and step into a world where your dreams are within reach. Remember, the power is in your hands. Choose PMA, and watch as doors open that you never imagined possible. This is your moment to shine, to act with purpose, and to build a legacy of triumph through unyielding optimism. Go forth with PMA as your compass, guiding you through storms and into the sunlight of success. Finally, believe in yourself, for with a positive mental attitude, there's nothing you cannot achieve.